We finally have the FC26 ratings for the Arsenal squad. You're looking at Nwaneri right now. What an upgrade. 76 rated. We're going to go through every single player in the Arsenal squad. Obviously, the Arsenal career mode is coming, and I'm starting to plan out some ideas, some of the ways I want to play, some of the systems, formations. And obviously, I've got some plans in Season 2 to switch it up. Maybe some of these other players that are slightly lower rated in Season 1 are going to grow into absolute superstars, and we'll use them in Season 2. But obviously, I'm not quite sure yet. But today's video is just looking at those ratings. And also, because it's the Ultimate Team version of their cards, obviously, the normal game, the normal database changes as the year goes on. In Ultimate Team, it might not happen. They didn't even do a winter upgrade, I don't think, in FC25. But they show alternative positions on their cards. So, for example, Nwaneri, 76 rated. He might be 76 for the rest of the game, and he's only got centre mid and right wing. Obviously, that could change. Imagine if he had half a season at left wing. You never know. So just remember, with career mode and the offline database, it can change, and it will change. I think pretty much every week, every 2 weeks, there is an update. So let's get into it. Nwaneri is upgraded to a 76, and we're going in order. So this is lowest rated to highest rated. So I can confirm, guys, Arsenal, for the first time, I think, in FIFA/FC history, do not have anyone not gold. We have a fully gold squad, and I don't think we've ever had that before. We've always had some bronze, some silver cards. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means we don't have any kind of real superstar youngsters that have crazy potential, but they're still rated quite low. That was last year. That was the last year, okay, with Lewis Skelly and Nwaneri. Now they're both golds. Nwaneri's the lowest rated at 76. I like his positions. That's fine. Right wing, right mid, centre mid. I anticipate using him as basically another Erdegaard, effectively as a centre mid, but obviously he's the attacking version of a centre mid, not a defensive version. 3-star, 3-star. It's a good card. It's a good card. I would very much like to improve that shooting, though. Moving on to Mosquera. He has been a surprise so far. £13 million, and we've got, I think, a very, very good player in Mosquera. 77 rated with 74 pace, 76 physical. Best defensive stat, or his best stat is defending, 78. 3-star weak foot, 2-star skills. I really like the look of Mosquera, and if Saliba gets injured, I feel very comfortable throwing Mosquera in my career mode. But it could be a position, maybe in Season 2, if I was to lose Saliba. I've talked about it already in my video the other day. Maybe it would be a position I need to buy into. Maybe Mosquera wouldn't be able to step up. But anyway, moving on to Calafiori. Yes, Calafiori is 78 rated. I think this is the first one that I heavily disagree with. I'm fine with Nwaneri being 76, fine with Mosquera being 77. I think that's fine. But Calafiori, the start to the season he's had, he's definitely better than a 78. And I know he was injured quite a lot last year, so I can't really blame EA, but his pace is wrong. He's quicker than that for sure. His physicality is definitely wrong. And also, I think his shooting is better than that as well. I think he should have 70s in everything personally, but maybe the physical could be in the 80s. He's really, really strong. 4-star weak foot, that's good to see. 3-star skills, can play centre back as well. For me, he should be 80 rated. That would be where I would go. Moving on, Lewis Skelly. So him and Calafiori are the same rating. Perfect second position as a centre mid. Really nice stats, although I think potentially, again, the physical could be a little bit higher, but I'm going to guess it's his stamina that's bringing that down a little bit, because young players typically have lower stamina in the game. His pace is probably about right. I don't think Lewis Skelly is the quickest, but when you combine it with his physicality, he's very difficult to push off the ball, and he is good at getting the ball off attackers. I think this is a really good card. 3-star, 3-star. I have a feeling I might end up using him in midfield quite a lot, especially with the addition of Hincapié, which we'll talk about in a minute. But 78 rated for Lewis Skelly. I think it's the biggest upgrade in FC26 from FC25, from a bronze to a gold. Absolutely incredible. Kepa, our new backup goalkeeper, 79 rated. Nothing really to go crazy about. I like the 4-star weak foot. That's good. But realistically, he's just a good backup option. Not quite 80 rated. Fair enough. Our first 80 rated player, though, is Norgard. He pronounced his name very differently to how we've all heard it for years. Norgard, how we pronounce it here in the UK at least, or globally. 80 rated with the 49 pace. You guys know what's going to happen. It's going to happen pretty quickly. I can imagine a few games in, once I've used him a few times, I'm going to be absolutely pining for a pacier DM. This is definitely a position I will look to upgrade after the first season, potentially. I like Norgard in real life. I saw him in pre-season and thought, actually, he did really well. Haven't seen him in the Premier League because of injury, but FIFA terms, FC terms, it's not great. But centre mid, CDM, 3-star, 3-star, he's fine as a backup option, but just putting it out there, I would rather Jorginho in terms of if I had to play FC with one of them, I'd pick Jorginho over Norgard, I think. Anyway, next is Jesus. What's happened to him, man? Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Obviously, he's still injured. He's had his ACL issue and he's had injuries for years now. I don't anticipate using Jesus very much at all, but he's got the 80 rated. I have no idea why EA have given him the cam role as his second position. I'm fairly certain he's played right wing and left wing way more than he's played cam. I would have liked to have seen striker, left wing, right wing, if anything. But realistically, striker would have been fine as an only position. It's still a really good card, by the way. 86 dribbling, 81 pace. If you throw an Evo on Jesus, he's going to be very good. 3-star, 4-star. But he's obviously not great. He's still good. Then we have Madueke, new signing. 88 pace. Played left wing many times last season, but EA did not give him a left wing variation. I will absolutely be training that position onto him. His physical is a joke. 69 physical. He is so strong on the ball. But the pace, very good. The dribbling maybe could be a little bit better. I don't know. I'm feeling like this rating was given to him over the summer and not since the Premier League began, obviously. And I think people can see already, and I'm surprised by it, just how good he is. I'm trying to work out why Chelsea decided that they would rather sign 2-3 wingers that are absolutely nowhere near the level of Noni and just let him go to one of their rivals. It's crazy. He looks really good so far this season. And for sure in my career mode, he's going to play a lot of minutes, but potentially on the left, because obviously I've got Saka. Talking of the left wing, we've got Gabriel Martinelli. This is exactly what I'm talking about with the rating of Madueke. For me, he's already better than Martinelli and probably has been for a year or so now. Yet he's lower rated, but it is what it is. Martinelli with the 90 pace, it is a ridiculous card. And what I will say about Martinelli, although I'm not really favouring him in real life these days, he hasn't been doing great for Arsenal for a little while now. He's definitely plateaued. Actually, I would say his abilities come down. It's just a lack of confidence maybe. But in the game, he is a beast and always has been. If I was doing an Arsenal career mode completely for fun and not going for realism like I always do, Martinelli would probably still be my go-to left winger just because he feels so good in the game. The 90 pace, the 83 dribbling. It's a really good card, and I'm sure he'll still get many games in Ultimate Team, but 81 rated. I think 80, honestly, would have been more appropriate. Timber, we finally have an upgrade for Timber. The first thing I saw, though, was that right mid position, and I was just thinking, EA, what? Don't worry, it gets worse. There are some other very interesting choices made by EA, but Timber fully deserved an upgrade this year, and I expected more. I thought he'd be 83, maybe even 84. For me, he's comfortably right now the best right back in the league, along with Reece James. I think Pedro Porro on his day can be very good, but Timber, wow, he's having an incredible start to the season. He's definitely been the best right back in the Premier League this season, and it's a great card. I think his pace, I'm not saying he's absolutely rapid, but 76 to me seems a little bit on the low side, but really happy with his defending and his physical, and his positions are fantastic. He can absolutely play right back, left back, centre back, but right mid, okay, little bit of a strange one. And actually, that's going to have a negative impact on him in Ultimate Team. You know, I did a lot of Evos in FC25, and sometimes you can't Evo a player if they've got a certain amount of positions. He's going to have 4 already, which is the maximum. That's a big problem. But it's a better rating, and he's going to be my go-to right back for sure. Havertz, 82 rated, injured again, unfortunately. This card kind of stinks. It's not the pace for me. It's the physical. The fact that he's very slender. Obviously, he's bulked up a little bit in real life. He's definitely a bit more bulky, but he is still a strong player, and I just don't think 74 physical is fair. And giving dribbling as his best stat is interesting to me. I think his shooting is underrated. Maybe dribbling is his best asset. It's difficult, isn't it? But it's not a great 82 rated card, is it? He hasn't even got an 82 stat on the face, at least. Of course, he will have stats in the card. His actual stats will go above 82 in some areas. Centre mid and Cam, would like to have seen right wing still there just for Ultimate Team, because I love using Havertz, and sometimes it's hilarious to put him out on the right wing. Obviously, he hasn't played there for many, many years, so I get it. The 4-star, is he really... Has he got a 4-star weak foot? Is his right foot actually that good? I don't know if I agree with that one, but in general, I think Havertz, if he didn't get this injury, who knows, maybe he'd be an 83. And now we have our first 83 rated player, Eze. The pace is honking. That, I mean, he's not going to have 80 plus. I get that, but come on, 74. Really? Really, really like the fact, though, that he's got the left wing and the cam, but striker. Since when has Eze played as a striker? Did I miss that at Palace? He's definitely not going to play as a striker at Arsenal. Maybe he had a game or two as a false nine. I have no idea. If Palace fans could let me know, but this is a strange one to me, adding striker. Otherwise, it's a fantastic card. 80 shooting, 81 passing, 87 dribbling. Very, very good. And pace isn't really that important in career mode, especially because you can train it. And 74 is manageable, isn't it? I'm most likely going to operate him as a left winger, though, and pace is a bit more important there, of course, so we will have to work on that. Zubimendi, the hero against Nottingham Forest, 2 goals for him. His shooting should be 99, right? That volley, oh, beautiful. 83 rated, though. DM, centre mid. Hard to argue, realistically, with the stats, although, again, like his highest stat is defending with 80. His physical is too low. His passing is too low. For me, his best asset is his passing, 100%. But I just see this as opportunity to train him in career mode. We're going to get that passing up. We will work on the pace a little bit, but realistically, I'm just looking at the passing there and maybe his physical as well. I'm really excited to use Zubimendi as my DM. I think he's going to be really fun. It's a good card, but it's, in terms of ratings, well, the overall is good, but the actual stats are a bit poopy. I don't get it sometimes. Marino has been downgraded despite having a fantastic season, a fantastic summer. Obviously, he's scoring a lot of goals at the moment, but he got a downgrade. But they have added striker as another position. And actually, if you ignore the pace, which, again, it's not too big of a deal, is it? For a big, bulky centre mid and in career mode, not a big deal. His card is actually excellent. 79 shooting, should be maybe a bit higher, but 80 passing, 80 dribbling, 81 defending, 80 physical. Like, this is a great evoable card in Ultimate Team and a great card or player in career mode to train. I'm pretty happy with it. Trossard is 83 rated. It's basically the same card as last year, I think. He has played as a striker before, so that's fine. Maybe Cam could have been another position for him. I don't know, but almost 80s across the board there. 80, 81, 80, 85. And obviously defending and physical is not his strong parts of the game, but the 5-star weak foot is really nice to see. New signing, Hincapié, can play left mid. I mean, I get it at Bayern, but not Bayern, at Bayer Leverkusen, sorry. When they played wing backs, he maybe played there a couple of times, but does that mean he can play as a left mid? I don't know. His shooting is criminal. His passing is criminal as well. I've seen him play many times. His passing is way better than that. Maybe his shooting isn't the best. The question I've got about Hincapié, whilst it's a very good card, by the way, you know, very good, 84 pace, he's going to be in a lot of people's starter teams in Ultimate Team. In terms of career mode, am I going to use him as a centre-back or a left-back? I just don't know. I see him and Calafiori being quite similar. I don't know. We'll see. He's obviously got the slide tackle playstyle plus as well, which is always nice. And that makes me want to put him as a left back more than a centre back, because I feel like as a centre back, you actually slide less. Maybe that's just my playstyle. I feel like I slide in with my wing backs way more than my centre backs. You want your centre backs to stay on their feet, realistically. But it's a really good rating and a great signing for Arsenal in terms of squad depth. Ben White, 83 rated, 70 pace. The 4-star weak foot's nice, and he's got great defending, good physical, but he's just so meh, isn't he? He's so meh in the game. And with training, you can make him a lot better, but Timber destroys him on every level. And I don't know how Timber isn't higher rated than White, or at least the same. Not the best card ever, but not awful. I have a feeling this is a position I will probably upgrade at some point. Gyökeres, though, that jump. Yes, we jump from 83 to 87. We have no 84s, 85s, or 86s. There's a clear gap here. Gyökeres, wow! Okay, so first of all, he is the highest physical. He's got the highest physical in FC26. Yeah, the highest. No one has 90 or more other than him. Gyökeres is the strongest. He's also got 90 pace, 86 shooting. Yes, he's going to turn like a truck with the 81 dribbling. Yes, his passing's only 73. But my God, he is going to be unreal. I can't remember what this playstyle plus is. Is it Enforcer? Oh, I can't remember, but it's to do with having strength when running with the ball and shoulder barging. So I think he's going to be one of these players, and I think there's only 2 or 3 players that have this playstyle plus. It's going to be fascinating to see how it works. But I think if you get the ball in behind and he's running alongside a defender, he's going to outmuscle and get to that ball pretty much every single time, unless he's up against someone like a Van Dijk or whatever. This is an unbelievable card, and I'm sure his potential is going to be 89, 90. So he will grow into probably one of the best strikers in the game. He already is. But this playstyle plus, I have a feeling it's going to be very, very, very strong, seeing as he's one of the only players to have it. I think there's one other Bundesliga striker and one female player, I think. David Raya, huge upgrade for him. He's the best keeper in the league right now. Sorry, I've said it. Sure, Donnarumma is maybe better on paper. Who cares? David Raya for me. Unbelievable card this year. 87 rated. Really, really like it. He's great for claiming crosses in the game, just like he is in real life. He's quick. He's agile. Unbelievable goalkeeper. 3-star weak foot as well. But goalkeepers aren't the most exciting, are they? He's 87, though. Yeah, Odegaard's got CDM. I do wonder if this is just a mistake. There's absolutely no way that Odegaard should have CDM as a second position. I don't know what EA are doing in this regard. That should absolutely be Cam, and I'm sure it was meant to be. It's just a mistake. But it's probably too late for them to change it. In terms of the card itself, the stats, 88 passing, 87 dribbling is very good, but the rest really isn't great. And I think this is another position. I think a lot of Arsenal fans are also wondering the same thing. Odegaard hasn't been great for about a year now. He hasn't been at that top level that he was at, frustratingly. So is this a position that I might... Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Am I going to go again? We don't do editing here. That's staying in. I'm allergic to Odegaard's poor card stats here. 68 pace is just... It's annoying because it's true. He's not very quick. The 79 shooting isn't great, but probably accurate as well. He's just a playmaker. He's just a passer. I'm obviously going to be putting him in the team, but if he struggles or if I'm not enjoying it, maybe that is a position we look to change. Saliba, 87 rated. He's lower rated than Gabriel, which... I think based off last season, it's hard to argue, but I would have liked to have seen them being the same rating. He's had a pace downgrade. He had 82, I think, last year. And by the way, in FC25, Saliba was my most used player. I played 1,030 games with him, and at the end of the game, he was 99 rated with 99 stats in everything but his defending and physical. The last Evo I put on him put him as a striker and had 99 shooting, 99 passing. Oh, it's hilarious, but this is still a ridiculously good card. He has Anticipate Plus, which is arguably one of the best playstyle pluses for a centre-back. He's still going to be one of the best centre-backs in the game for sure. Declan Rice, 87 rated. Absolutely disagree with the pace. I get it. He's already got high stats everywhere else. He has to be balanced, whatever, but he is quicker than that. His shooting, fine, 73. He's a DM, centre mid. I would like to see him change to a centre mid, actually. He doesn't play as a DM anymore and maybe have slightly more shooting and maybe slightly less defending. But the thing is, he's still so capable as a DM. He's one of the most well-rounded midfielders in the world. He's one of the best, if not the best, in the Premier League right now. I think his passing, his pace should be higher. I think all of his stats could be higher at the bottom. How is this 87 rated? Doesn't really make sense, but really excited to use him. And if Ødegaard goes, he's my captain. Gabriel, higher rated than Saliba, as I said, 88 rated. He's got the Bruiser Plus, which is obviously another very strong play style. He's going to defeat every attacker who runs at him. 64 pace, not ideal, but he's not the quickest ever, so I can get behind it. The 88 defending, 84 physical, though. Wow. So strong. One thing that really lets him down as well, though, 2-star, 2-star. Would have been nice to have seen maybe a 3-star weak foot. I don't think his right foot's that bad, but this is an unbelievable card. Him and Saliba, what a partnership. And then our joint highest rated player, so Gabriel and Saka, both 88 rated. I'm gutted he doesn't have Finesse Shot Plus anymore. Well, did he have it from the start of the game, or was that just like an inform he got it for? I can't remember, but Whipped Cross or Whipped Ball Plus, not my favourite, especially considering he's an inside forward that shoots more. But what a card. 84 pace, 82 shooting, 85 passing, 88 dribbling. And he still has good defending because of his left-back days and good physical as well. It's an outrageous card. And once again, he's going to feature prominently in my Arsenal career mode. So there we go, guys. What are your thoughts? The Arsenal ratings are here. I think they're pretty good, but realistically, some of them are, I think, a little bit underrated. I think Calafiori, Zubimendi's stats, I think his rating's okay, 83, but his stats were poor. Some of the extra positions, like Timber being able to play right mid, Ødegaard DM, I mean, not sure about that. But thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you're excited for the career mode. I'm hoping I will start it in the next few days.